Going to find himself in a lot of trouble here. Light will lose this battle. It looks like just way too many units coming in for Jangbi, and beautiful storms. Light loses battle 1, and his expansion might be under some heavy fire here. Jangbi doing a beautiful job with running in with those goons to really just draw the fire there, and just now, nice job to block off his ramp with SCVs, but he'll send a couple zealots up there and really draw the fire and do all the damage he needs to do up there. He's going to get a lot of SCV kills up there. So nice play there by Jangbi. Jangbi really wins the first battle. That was actually the only battle in this game so far, and we are about 14 minutes in the game, so very passive opening from both players, besides the early Reaver harassment that was quickly shut down by a flying Wraith. And oh my gosh, Fleet Beacon, we're seeing carriers, not the normal arbiters from Jangbi that I usually see. Actually, we're seeing carriers, so it's going to be important that Light gets this scan in as fast as he can. His chances of scouting without scan are pretty rare, but maybe a roaming vulture or something. And this Reaver looks like it will be going, oh, DT, and the Reaver goes down, but the DT is still there to try to do some damage to the vultures. But as I was saying with Jangbi, yeah, just he's gonna come out with carriers here, and he looks like interested to see if he's gonna throw up the third Stargate and go three Stargate carriers, or if he's just gonna go 2. Archon basically frying the Goliath right there, and that would really hurt. An electric vault electric bolt. Why did I say vault? I had that as an energy drink today, but that's not what I'm talking about. So actually sending an electric bolt through all metal Goliath, so that would really hurt. But it does look like Jangbi will be moving in, and his expansion is under fire. His 3 o'clock expansion is under more fire, and his 2:30 expansion is under fire. So Light actually doing a nice job to disrupt Jangbi's expansions a little bit here, but I really feel he needs to push now or never, or not really never, but now or stuff's not going to do too good. His 2:30 expansion is under fire, so maybe if he feels he can take the game economically so far, then the late game tech won't play a huge part in this, but he really can't. He needs to disrupt that. He can't just let Jangbi power up with these carriers, which it looks like that's what Jangbi is doing. So Zealots coming out here and just really laid out that expansion. So smart play there by Jangbi. It does look like pretty shortly here Light will be expanding to that expansion again, try to get that back and try to stay in this game economically, which he is doing actually a decent job right now. This 3 o'clock expansion has been under fire the whole game. Light really trying to be a pain. Actually wiped out the 2:30 expansion. Now going in for the 3 o'clock expansion again with more vultures. Just too many cannons, and wow, Jangbi's 3 o'clock expansion is just under fire the whole game. Zealot's forced to come back, and his whole army is forced to come back again to try to wipe out these stupid little vultures. I bet you he's saying. So anyways, and I only said stupid because I kind of get sick of vultures sometimes. Even though I love PvT, it doesn't make much sense, I know. More and more carriers popping out. So Jangbi is, I'm expecting his build here to try to basically change from goons and zealots to just more goons. He's going to use the zealots he has, obviously, but I expect the production of zealots to really slow down, and then he's just going to go all goons. And those are some nice storms here. Beautiful storms. Nice job by Light to really keep his tanks separated there, so storms do the least damage they could. But those are some very nice storms there by Jangbi. But back to what I was saying, I expect the zealots to stop being produced as much and more goons, so the goons can dominate the Goliaths while the carriers take care of the siege tanks. So I really feel that this could really go into Jangbi's favor here if Light doesn't disrupt this carrier producing, I guess you could say, production, not producing. I'm only a junior English. That's why my English is poor. Anyways, carriers are out, and very quickly, if Light has not seen them already, Light will very shortly see carriers on the battlefield here, and they're just gonna do a lot of damage to these vultures here. Interceptors coming out, not enough interceptors still being produced here. Gonna wipe out a lot of tanks here if he doesn't move his tanks quickly. It does look like he is unsieging and aborting, running away with these carriers, but now his expansion again will be under fire. So Jangbi's gonna find himself in a good situation here if Light cannot somehow hold this off, and maybe his 3 o'clock base expansion is under fire again though. So wow, it really does look like his expansion, and he's in a lot of trouble here. Jangbi is just really going to be able to win this game. Jangbi is really going to be able to take over this game if he can do this, but he's going to be able to win this game. And wow, so this is absolutely horrible for Jangbi. This is absolutely going to turn around. Jangbi looks like he's going to be in a very... Alright, and I'm back, and sorry, I'm going to try to resync this the best I can, but my dogs just started out in a full howl, so you wouldn't even have been able to hear what I said, so I actually had to pause my Audacity recording and then pause my Windows recording. So, or my Windows playing the movie or whatever. So, anyways, I'm going to try to resync this the best I can. So, if the screen jumps a little bit, just know it's that, and I apologize. But, it's better than having dogs just completely howling in the background. So, anyways, back to the game. Lots of carriers out on the battlegrounds for Jangbi here, and the large force of Dragoons. Actually, just more and more reinforcements of Dragoons coming in, and Jangbi's gonna be able to find himself in a comfortable situation here if Light can't do something to find himself back in it. Jangbi's laying out expansion after expansion, and oh my gosh, Light is not non-stop trying to lay this 3 expansion out. Has actually dropped 2 tanks at the 3 o'clock expansion, but Jangbi's gonna bring his carriers over just to wipe out these 2 tanks. So there's Light's phase. Light has been trying to wipe out that 3 o'clock expansion the whole game. It's just funny because it's just he hasn't been able to wipe it out yet, but he's been trying like the whole game. Jangbi expanding now at the 3:30 expansion, so really on the clock, 2:33 and 3:30 expansions, just playing it very macro heavy. Now as all goons and carriers, which is such a strong force, I feel Light really needed to do more to try to break up this strong army that Jangbi already he needs to do something to interrupt the carriers, I guess you could say, because he didn't do anything to do that. So he just basically carriers have free reign, and carriers just gonna come in and wipe out this what looks to be about 1 o'clock expansion here. There's some interceptors in the way, but not enough. It doesn't look like, or not interceptors, missile turrets in the way.